The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just boring. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications.
He's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm.
Yeah, and after the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays, he decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
Can't get him to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Giddens. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. Ran through the contact. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback will audible. They want to just keep throwing it. Right on target this time. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete. And he hauled it in, but couldn't quite get it to the end zone. Defense forces him out of bounds at the 3. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A 1st down for the offense. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On the run, it's Giddens. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He'll pull it down. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber. They're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up there.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Johnson looking to throw. Back open in the middle. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knocked him down right there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Klein. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seeing that thing in there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. These corners backing off a bit. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. Hold down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Let's see if this through the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Johnson wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Pocket starts to collapse. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He will signal for the fair catch. Inside the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Jumped on top of the pile. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on third down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on that.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
To the ground, he's got it again. He breaks a tackle, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think...
Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Handoff to the single running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily...